Hey guys, we're here to talk about adding and subtracting rational expressions, so let's get started. So here's our first example, and it's a monomial rational expression. And so whenever we're dealing with these, we want to check for a way to make our denominators match. Because remember from fraction rules, you can only add fractions when their denominators are the same. So this is one thing that may help. I know that 6b, when factored out, is the same as saying 2 times 3 times b. And 14a squared, b squared, is the same as 2 times 7 times a times a times b times b. Now, when I compare the two denominators, I see that they have a 2 in common and just a b in common. And in order to make them match, I need to multiply them by whichever factor or variable it's missing. So, for example, 6b is missing 2 a's, a b, and a 7. So that's what I'm going to multiply the left side by, 7a squared b. The 14a squared b squared is missing simply the 3. So I'm going to multiply the right side by 3. And so that's how you get a common factor, or excuse me, a common denominator of 42a squared b squared, because we multiplied each fraction by what it was missing in order to make our denominators match. Now, once you multiply, you simplify each numerator and denominator. And now we will add the denominators. And there you have it. Our answer, 35a to the fourth b plus 27 all over 42a squared b squared. Okay, let's look at example number 2. Here in example number 2, they have a binomial in their denominators. And what's great about this is that their denominators match. The denominators are the same, so I can just add the numerators. From there, I need to combine like terms. Final answer, 4n minus 1. Okay, here's another example. They both have binomials in their denominators, but they don't quite look the same. So let's try factoring first. When I factor the denominators, I see that they have a common factor of x minus 5. What's different is this has a coefficient of 3, whereas this fraction has a coefficient of 6. Well, the way to make their denominators match is to simply multiply this left fraction by 2. Remember to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. Now, because we are subtracting, we're going to subtract the second fraction. So that means we're going to distribute that negative. So this becomes 2x plus 20 minus 3x minus 15. Combine like terms. And then we can even stand to factor out this negative. Once I factor out a negative 1, I can now simplify even further. So my final answer is negative 1/6. As always, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down in your notes so we can discuss them in class. Okay, here's our next example. I want to start by factoring the denominators to see if I can match them up. Alright, so the one part that this right fraction is missing is the x plus 3 in its denominator. So that's what I will multiply both the numerator and the denominator by. Now from there, I'm going to simplify the numerator by multiplying out. So I end up with x squared minus 4x minus 21. I'm adding, so I'll go ahead and simplify the numerators by adding or combining like terms. No need to distribute here because we aren't subtracting. So I end up with x squared plus 4x minus 21. But sometimes you have to factor again. So this ends up being x plus 7 times x minus 3. And can we eliminate any common factors from the numerator and the denominator? We sure can. Final answer, x plus 7 over x plus 3. As always, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down in your notes so we can discuss them in class. Thanks for watching.